Well, what are we fixing today? Today, got some outside projects. It's a nice spring day, 70 degrees. It's nice. You hear the birds chirping in the background. Hopefully you can pick that up. Today we got two outside jobs been waiting for. Both little things, so I think two in the video I think will be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. One is we bought a car recently. It's, you know, a nice newer car. We haven't had a newer car in a... Hi, birdie. We haven't had a newer car in a long time. So we bought a car, and we have this. It's a 2006, 2009. I don't know what year it is. It's a Tucson Hyundai. And we went to the dealer, not that dealer, local dealer, and we're going to trade this baby in. So on a 2021, so we're spending, you know, almost 30 grand. We asked what they'd give us for this one in trade, and they said $150 for a working, driving, just fine car with good tires. I mean, 10,000 miles on the tires, not even. And we're like, no. No, we'll keep it. I'll take it to scrap for more than that. And then they're like, oh, well, you know, we're sorry. Let me go talk to my manager. And it came back, okay, we'll give you $500 for it, but, you know, we're just going to take it to the auction and we won't get anything out of it. I'm like, okay, one, not my problem. Two, no. And then we sent the cops to go pick him up. That's a fire truck headed somewhere in a hurry. So we end up with this car that, okay, we could try to sell it, I guess. But when we go up north, sometimes we're having a craft sale, and all the stuff from the whole craft sale, you know, it's a 10 by 10 booth we fill up at least. All that stuff is in the big vehicle. It's in the, it'll be in the, look over my shoulder, it'll be in the van. Or it'll be in the old pickup truck we got. Not good gas mileage, right? So we're going to take this lonely Tucson, and it's going to live up north. I'm going to do a few things to it to make it a little less make it more burglar resistant, and maybe, you know, if it's going to sit for long periods of time, I want to kind of save the battery, right? So I could do those two things in one shot. So that's what we're going to do with this today. I mean, I'm also, before I park it over winter, I'm going to change the oil and put in that stuff in the gas to stabilize the gas stable. So it'll be fine when we come back. It'll be where my camera is. I'll be able to see it all the time. So I think it'll be fine up there. We just got to pay insurance on it and license, so that's not a bad thing. Someday maybe we'll sell it. Right now, it's going to be our vacation car. So, to get on with that, let's see what I bought. Well, here it is. John's World RL240A-RC. So there's a couple reasons I picked this one. One, it stated, here's the remote. One, it stated 350 amps. And when you get the documentation and look at it, it says 410 seconds. So I'm like, okay, it's a little 6-cylinder. We're not going to start in the winter. I think that'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No problems. Okay, here's the battery posts and such. The other thing is, a second remote. The other thing is, it runs on the negative side, which is nice because if you look at what it says, continuous rating 240 amps, which is where the bigger ones were. I mean, this was 50 bucks, so it wasn't cheapo, but it might be cheapo inside, I don't know. 240 amps, continuous. Summer starting will not go over that. 360 amps for 10 seconds, you know, iffy. Cold winter day, it might be over that, but I'm not going to be starting it. I'm not up there in the winter, so right. And standby current. So this was the other thing that I really liked. This is a latching relay in here, so it takes power to move the thing, click, and then the power is off, and then it takes power to move it back, click, and then the power is off. So the standby current is only the electronics that are in here that's monitoring. So it's very little standby current, which allows it to be able to run a longer time without draining the battery. And you know, I thought the current rating was okay. Comes with a cable, nice cable. Tie wraps. Directions. Now if you look on Amazon, all the directions say is this is really tiny, really small, hard to read, doesn't make any sense, right? Oh, it also has low voltage protection. So if the relay is on and the power goes down less than 12 volts, it kicks the relay, unhooks the load, it kind of saves the battery. If you're running, it doesn't do that, but if it's sitting, it does that. Latching current, okay, that's a voltage, but it has to have 13.2 volts running in order to latch, so it has to be running and charging, if you will, because a battery sitting that's kind of icky will be less than 13.2, but the battery charging is around 14. So like the standby current, here it says current rated 200. Over here it says current rated 240, so they can't make up their mind. I'm sorry. And the starting current, 360 amps. It's different. Oh, it is the same as 360, but okay. So these are the directions. But basically, if you look at it, you remove. Okay, I don't know what the hell we got going on here. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, I don't understand any of that, but it goes in series. It should go in series. Oh yeah, it should go in series with the negative post to the battery. So if I look on here, trying to figure out which one is which. Oh, I guess you pick it. You pick it, huh? Yeah. So I'll be doing something like putting this in there. This goes here. This goes to the battery, and then the ground to the car goes here. I think that's how it goes, and then this goes to the positive, and there's no fuse on this, so yeah, that. Anyway, let's go do something with this. All right, here's the battery, positive terminal, negative terminal. So it's going on this terminal. This is kind of in the way, I think. Let's see if I can get this off of here. I know it holds a little clampy thing, but I just want this to be off. There it is. Okay, now I think you can see pretty good. Negative terminal. Space. Let's figure out where we're going to mount this. Let's just start by making sure it works. Maybe. Pulling on my crescent wrench. We'll clean up on this negative terminal. Of course, you know when you do this, all the programs on your radio are going to disappear. stuff like that. Because you're powering down the computer, so you're resetting the radio, you're resetting everything. Now you make sure you don't want this to go here and then that to go over that way, because then this will become the fuse. A 2-gauge fuse is not, well, it could be fun if you're trying to blow things up, but otherwise, not recommended. I really don't like this either. Well, it's a good day for firefighters and or ambulance people, but not a good day for anybody else. Now, if you got one of these in here and your car is dead, you're going to want to come in and click that relay, right? It's still dead. Look in here and make sure this is over 13 volts. You might just have to jump it to get it to click back. But in some way or some manner, you have to determine, you know, if the battery is just dead or if this is clicked off. If this says like 13 volts or 12 volts or something, battery isn't dead probably, but this is probably off. So let's kind of look at this. Let's move this. Down there. Like that. So now battery ground to this wire. Wire comes in here. This is sensing off of the battery ground side. And the ground, when this relay is engaged, is allowed to continue to ground. If the relay is not engaged, it's just open. The only thing getting power is this. Now I need to power this. Now, here I'm working with the positive side. You're going to make sure that this never ever touches the ground. Yeah. Use that one. Now, one thing you have to be careful of, another thing, it's always a thing, right? But the thing you have to be careful of is this wire, once I hook it up to there, will become hot. Now, if this gets pinched, this instantly becomes a fuse if it gets pinched to ground. So, when I do that, this powers up. So, let's see. Oh, it lit up and did something. Well, let's grab one of the remotes. Off. On. It says 12.5. Well, that's what battery voltage is right now. And I imagine that stays on for a little while and then shuts off. So only when it's on do you get that thing I see. Still on. Let's go start it, see what happens. Everything is fine. If I shut this off, it won't let me do anything. I think that's a feature. It said something about if it's up and running and happy, it's not going to shut off when you by accident, like driving on the road, push the off button and the car stops. It won't let you do that. Once you're parked, that's down a bit, and go off. It clicked. Now I'll go try to start the car. Car is dead. All right, doing what it oughter. Now, there were tie wraps in there. Let's see how we can put them to good use. Well, I want to be especially cognizant of this because this is kind of the dangerous-ish thing here. If this touches ground, it doesn't matter because this is ground basically. Worst is that'll happen is the bypass won't bypass because it's touched this because this is touching the actual ground somewhere. So take this. Tuck this over there, like so. I don't know if you can see, but there's a big air gap here. And this is all plastic, this is all plastic. Everything is plastic there. Alright. I'm going to take this and just kind of tidy it. That's out of the way. This is going to ride fine here. That's okay. I gotta cut that off. We're all set. Now I'm just going to douse this with a little bit more of WD-40 to keep any corrosion down. It's a good thing to do on your batteries. You can also use different kinds of grease, but WD-40 works for this pretty good. And there you go. Isolator installed. One job done. So here's our next problem. I'm sitting on the tailgate, but if you look close, I won't be sitting here probably much longer because there are two strands holding me up. Yeah. So I bought me a couple of these. Now let's see if they're the right ones. These are supposed to be genuine certified Amazon replacement maybe things. I measured them for length and these are supposed to be the same length. And hey, pretty close. Okay. Now these come off using the Torx here. Let's find the right one, of course. There we go. Now I can drop this one because there's another one on the other side. See it there? How to get the other side off, you have to kind of lift this a little bit, get some slack, so you can see, build this out like so, and then up and out. Let's just stick the other one in there right away. In is easier. Over the hole, boom. So I got the wrong one in here. Alright. So here's the difference. It looks like the original has this little tab out the top, and it has something to do with keeping it so that when it bends it drops down instead of coming up. Alright. Now when I put this one on there, it ain't going to work that way. But if I were to put this one on there, then it would. So, see how that works? I'll put the same side up over there. Right? Now on this end, you can see the ends are opposite. So, take a look at the one you take off, and then this one has the little ear sticking out the top. Make sure the one that you put in says that. Now this one says left hand right there. This one doesn't say anything anywhere. But to be right, this one will be right. Snap that back up in there. And then when this one lays here, lays the same way as that one. Alright. Make sure that gets put around the collar like that and doesn't get stuck. When you're done it tight, this should be loose here. It doesn't need crazy tight. But okay, it's a little bit longer than the original, but it works. So now this one. So now when I start here, I'm going to tilt it up a little bit. I'm going to take this off right away. Let it hang on the other one. Peel up on that like that, and then this can go sit on that one. So now it's sitting over there on that cable. That wrench. Now this one I'm replacing because when I replaced this one in the past, where are we? There's cracks in it. So another crack in it there. So it's starting to rust out. It's going to go too. So, and it's a little bit shorter apparently than the other one. So we're just going to replace them both. Now this again needs to go so that the little ear is up. Goes on that way. Put it over the collar. Tighten. Sparrows are angry with me. Can you hear them? They got some nests going nearby. So they're making sure they know I'm not supposed to go in their nest. And that's fine. I like the sparrows. I like the robins. I like the birds in general. Alright. We're stuck. Now here, the easy part. This. Okay, so I gotta lift up the gate a little bit. This just goes. I don't know what to do. Okay. We got a nice good one. That one seems weird. I don't know why. Well, that ain't right. Are they different lengths? Here they're exactly the same length. No, they're not. Well, they're damn close. Well, that one is obviously short. Oh. Alright, you see what I did? See what I did? This is the latch for the tailgate for this thing. I stuck it on the latch. Duh. What'd you tell me? Alright, how's that? There. There. Hey. That's better. You guys are supposed to tell me when I screw up like that. Did you catch it? I didn't. Oh well. In the end, I have some worn out stuff. And we got a good tailgate again. Well, that's the video for today. 2-in-1. Boom boom, 2 little ones. Little mechanical things that you can do, one for security and one for repair. I'll put the links to the Amazon stuff that I bought down in the below. They are probably not going to be affiliate links. I don't have an affiliate. If they are affiliate, they're not my affiliate, so I don't know how that works. Anyway, as you can see in the background, this is the vehicle we usually take to the swap meets and stuff like that, rummy sales, and you can see some of the birdhouses in the back. So I don't know if any of those are, oh, those are the ones that I put on the yeah, you've seen those on the channel. Anyway, that's that. Next time, don't know what's going to happen, but should be fun. I'm always having some fun. So, hey, check me out. Links are below. Give me a like if you'd like. And subscribing is great. Love subscribers. Maybe someday I can actually get monetized. It'd be awesome. Yeah. So, until next time, make sure you know your cables are good. Bye.